Hello, this is Brenda Dean, and today I'm going to show you how to create this scalloped border frame. It's pretty easy once you know how to do it, and just a few little simple tricks. So first of all, we're going to measure our stamp, and what I've done is pre-measured it with a ruler, and it's 1 3/4 by 2. And we're going to note that down. Then I'm going to take another piece of cardstock and my scallop edge border punch, and I want to punch it in the middle, and I want to take two measurements. The first one is known as the depth of the punch, and what I want to do is I want to measure basically from this point, this end of this little part here, all the way to the out. And let's see if I can zoom it in a little bit more. Yes, so I'm going to measure from here to here, and I see that's roughly 1/2 inch. Okay, so 1/2 inch for the depth. Then I want to measure also the length of the punch, and I am looking at it's 1 15/16, but I'm going to call that 2 inches. Okay, and we'll compensate for that in a minute, that little 1/16 of an inch. So what I'm done is, with knowing that's 1/2 inch more, I've actually cut my paper out and took the 1 3/4 inch by 2 inch, and what I did was added 1/2 inch on either side, here, and here, to get 2 3/4 inches by 3 inches. Then what I did was, since we want to center the punch inside this width, I took and subtracted out the length of the punch. So we here take 2 3/4 inch, which is our total paper size, subtract out 2 inches, and we get 3/4 of an inch. That's going to be divided up on both sides. Same thing about the 1 inch. Divided in half, and we get 3/8 of an inch and 1/2 inch. Now let me show you what I mean. So this piece of paper here is actually, and I'm just going to write on this, it's 2 3/4 inch by 3 inch. Okay, that was the measurement we came up with here. So now what I've done is I've actually, on the reverse side, I've drawn a number of lines. Oops, excuse me, wrong way. Let's back this out. There. And on this side, the 3 inch side, I've actually marked the 1/2 inch on both sides. Okay, so this here will be our 2 inch dimension, okay, for our frame. Then I've turned it, and this here is 2 3/4 inch, but I'm taking the 3 inches off of it, or the 2 inches off, and I've left with 3/4, and I'm having that, and I'm left with 3/8. So what I'm doing now is taking 3/8 off on this side, and 3/8 off on this side, so I'm left with 1 3/4 inch on this side. I know that might be somewhat confusing, but hopefully once I punch it won't be so bad. So now I'm going to use these dark lines here, these intersections, and I am going to punch my item. So I'm going to flip my punch over, and I'm going to stick it in, and if you can see right here, that's where the pencil line is. I want that to be almost just a little bit beyond, because if you can see this side, I have a pencil line there too. So I'm going to slide it so neither of them are visible. Make sure my paper's in there, and then punch. Then I'm going to continue on with the other side. And once again, I'm going to see that little line there? And I see a line there, and I'm going to line it up so I can I just don't see the other two lines, and punch. And then I'm going to continue on with the other sides. The first time you do this, it might be kind of confusing, but hang in there and try it again. And if you have any questions, email me and I'd be glad to help you out. Then once I flip it over, I have my scallop frame. I hope this is easy enough to follow, but if not, please let me know with an email with questions. Thanks for watching.